Think, medieval people were all about chastity, purity, and praying away their lustful thoughts. Think again. Because when you peek behind the castle walls, you'll find that medieval sexuality was absolutely unhinged. We're talking aphrodisiac, feasts of animal testicles, court-supervised consummations, public impotence trials, and magical underwear that doubled as fertility charms. By the end of this video, you'll be wondering how humanity even made it to the Renaissance. Segment 1. Bundling beds. 0:45 to 2 o'clock. Let's start with one of history's most awkward dating traditions, bundling. Imagine you're a young medieval man meeting your potential spouse for the first time. Instead of dinner and a walk, her parents shove you both into bed. Fully clothed, tied inside a sack, with a wooden plank between you. The idea: let young couples bond without any risk of funny business. The reality: pregnancy rates for bundled couples were higher than those who courted normally. It turns out putting two hormonal people in bed together, even with a board between them, doesn't exactly prevent nature from running its course. Segment 2. Aphrodisiac feasts. 2 o'clock to 3:20. Medieval people believed food could ignite desire, and they took that belief to terrifying extremes. Forget strawberries and chocolate. We're talking roasted bull testicles, sparrow brains, and the reproductive organs of various animals. Spices like ginger, cinnamon, and saffron were prized not for taste but because they were thought to be medieval Viagra. Wealthy nobles even threw entire love feasts at weddings, where every course was designed to boost libido. Imagine eating that in front of your in-laws. Segment 3. The Consummation Circus. 3:22 for 30. Today, wedding nights are private. Back then, not so much. In many aristocratic marriages, consummation had to be witnessed to make the marriage legally valid. After the ceremony, relatives would undress the couple and watch them perform. Sometimes they'd even examine the sheets afterward for proof. If it wasn't done correctly or wasn't witnessed properly, the couple had to do it again. Yes, with an audience. Segment 4. Sacred breeding schedules. For 32:5:30. For aristocrats, baby making was scheduled like a military campaign. They consulted astrologers, doctors, and priests to find the perfect day, time, moon phase, and even the correct direction for the bed to face. The church made it even harder, banning sex on Sundays, Wednesdays, Fridays. During Lent, Advent, pregnancy, breastfeeding basically half the year. Some couples even tied off the man's left testicle to guarantee a boy, because medieval anatomy was creative, to say the least. Segment 5. Magical underwear. 5:30 to 6:30. Meet the girdle of Venus, a silk belt covered in prayers and magical symbols, worn to boost fertility. Women carried amulets of powdered unicorn horn, actually novel tusk, while some even placed conception stones in their underwear during sex. Men weren't left out. They had enchanted loincloths, testicle-based charms, and priest-blessed undergarments. Basically, medieval people turned their sex lives into a subscription service for holy accessories. Segment 6. Public impotence trials to 6:30 to 7:30. If a wife wanted a marriage annulled, she could claim her husband was impotent. But proving it meant trial by Congress, yes, supervised sex ordered by the court. Judges, doctors, and officials would watch, sometimes through peepholes, to confirm performance. Men tried smuggling in medieval Viagra, but if caught, they'd be inspected again naked. These trials could drag on for months, with multiple attempts required. Segment 7. Church-run brothels. 7:30 to 8:20. Here's the twist. The medieval church didn't just tolerate prostitution, it profited from it. In 12th century London, church-owned brothels employed over 1,000 prostitutes, with bishops collecting rent, the official excuse. Prostitution was a necessary evil to prevent worse sins. The profits used to fund churches and religious festivals. Yes, people literally paid for salvation with sin money. Segment 8. Medieval birth control. 822, 910 contraception was creative. Women wore weasel testicles as necklaces, drank mercury-based potions, sneezed after sex to expel seed, or inserted honey-soaked wool and even crocodile dung. Some used half a lemon as a cervical cap, which might have actually worked a little, but ouch. And the withdrawal method? Medieval. Doctors said it could cause blindness or death. Closing. The medieval sexual paradox. 9:10 to 10 o'clock. So, what's the takeaway? Medieval people lived in a world obsessed with controlling sex while also being wildly inventive in finding ways to have it. They slept bundled in sacks, threw aphrodisiac feasts, performed in front of audiences, wore magic underwear, and trusted the church to run the red light district. The Dark Ages weren't dark because there was no sex. They were dark because of the things people were doing while having it.